Hey guys, I'm Daniel here. Wanted to clear the air about what an IQ test is. IQ is a good measure of intelligence. This is very hard to argue against, and let me explain why in a little under 3 minutes. So, every cognitive function correlates. Your vocabulary, your working memory, which is like what your short-term memory essentially, your capacity, your ability to manipulate your short-term memory, your fluid reasoning, pattern recognition, all of that correlates with one another. Your memory correlates with, like, your long-term memory. All of that correlates pretty well, usually above a 0.5 correlation coefficient, linear Pearson correlation coefficient. You can use a mathematical method called factor analysis to analyze these correlations to derive a factor that correlates with every single one of these functions. So that factor is called the G factor, the general factor of intelligence. It was first derived sometime in the 1910s or 1920s by Spearman. And this is called Spearman's G, or general factor of intelligence. That factor that correlates with everything, right? So that model works pretty well. Their modern models have subsections like verbal, visual, spatial, quantitative, but they all still correlate with one another because of their relationship to the G factor, or the general factor of intelligence. And this factor correlates with every single kind of intelligence imaginable. It correlates positively with your communication skills, your emotional intelligence, which is a poorly defined concept, but that's something for another video. Correlates with your learned knowledge, your mathematical reasoning, your working memory. All of them correlate, usually above a 0.7 Pearson correlation coefficient with the G factor. And we need to get rid of this stupid multiple intelligences theory. Every single kind of intelligence correlates with one another. Thus, you can create a single factor that correlates with every kind of intelligence very well, and that is what IQ is. It correlates at about, for example, the Stanford-Binet 5 has a 0.96 Pearson correlation coefficient with the general factor of intelligence. We need to stop believing this stupid Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences, because it's just not scientifically valid. The CHC model is scientifically valid, the GVPR model, the GCGF model, hell, just the regular G model is scientifically valid. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.